G'day YouTubers, just sorting through some plyboard for my next project. This piece will do very nicely, thank you. So on my last project, a long-time subscriber picked me up on my free-handed taper cut, and rightly so. What was I thinking? You guessed it, I'm making a tapering jig. I begin by ripping the base at 265mm for the width. Gee, an outfeed table would come in nice and handy. Length of the base will be 630mm. I'll now cut a strip for the adjustable fence. The width will be 130mm. And to match the base, it will also be 630mm in length. So I measure in 60mm from the end. I'll now mark the head of the bolt and square across. I'll now begin to rebait the excess material away. This took quite a few runs as I don't have access to a dado blade. Yep, nice and smooth. Aluminium strips will form my T-tracks. I cut 4 pieces to length and used a hand file to take off all the rough edges. With all 4 pieces cut, I then recessed a small cavity either side of the bolt, allowing the aluminium strips to sit flush with the plyboard. So moving right along to the adjustable fence, I repeat the same process as the base, creating a cavity for both the bolt head and aluminium strips, or aluminum to my American friends. I drill 4 holes 70mm apart with a 10mm Forstner drill bit. And now I'll cut diagonally across the two lines to make a cavity. And remember folks, don't force the jigsaw, simply caress it through. You'll notice my thumb and forefinger gliding across the edge of the ply, thus giving me a straight cut. Well, I wasn't very happy with the aluminium track falling several inches short, so I brought a longer piece, cut it to suit, and it looks much slicker now. Let me know what you guys think. Cheers! Pretty simple, huh? No complicated pie graph required. I roll up a sheet of coarse sandpaper and do a round over on all the edges. Then repeat with finer sandpaper. I repeated this process and made a further 2 larger knobs. I will now insert 4 T-nuts. With the aid of a clamp, my aim now is to leave 4 indented marks. I will now drill 4 pilot holes which allow the 4 prongs to sit nicely without causing a split. I will glue the 2 round pieces. They will act as permanent washers. Okay, I'm installing M8 bolts all round. And everything seems to be taking shape just nicely. my version of hold-down clamps. A better description of size and measurements at the end of the video. With all 4 end profiles cut, I pair them up using double-sided masking tape. Then it's off to the disc belt sander we go. So off camera I took the opportunity of preparing pieces 1, 2, 3 and 4 ready for the glue up. Gluing 4 pieces together is a lot harder than you think. I think a brad gun would have come in nice and handy right now. I'm really happy how the hold down clamps turned out. Now I need to find a piece of dowel. And it just so happens that this old broomstick may just do the trick. But first it needs a tidy up. With 9 of the 10 components completed, I have one more to make. The end stop. I traced a handle from an old cross-cut handsaw. This handle will enable me to push the tapering jig both back and forth. With my trim router, I'll create a round over on both sides, hoping like hell I don't cause a tear out. I'll be adding a single runner and the caliper reads 19mm. Yep, smooth as silk. 3 washers so the runner sits above table height. A small amount of glue, not too much. Carefully sit the base along the fence line and firmly hold in place. I set the drill on a low speed and slowly attach the 4 screws along the runner. There's nothing worse than causing it to split. I'll now attach the handle along the outer fence, screwing into position from the underside. With all the ancillary pieces finished, I'll now stain them with a coat of linseed oil. I reckon they've come up a treat. What do you guys think? Alrighty, let's see what it looks like fully assembled. Hey guys, if you're enjoying this video, please smash that like button, share a comment and consider subscribing. Cheers! The bolts supporting the 2 hold-down clamps are just your standard M8s at 110mm in length. You'll notice that I fixed the aluminium tracks just shy of the edge. You'll see why in a sec. Righto, they say the proof is in the pudding. Let's give this bad boy a whirl. And remember folks, this is raw, but I am confident the taper will work. Success right across the pencil line. So by having your material clamped along the fence and firmly up against the end stop, you'll confidently cut 4 equal angles. This is particularly important if you wish to add a taper to the bottom of coffee table legs. My cutting capacity is 45mm metric or 1 3/4 inch for imperial. And a big shout out to Sandman2651, requesting for safety reasons that I build a tapering jig. Cheers mate.